So does that mean, let's say it's teaser rate is 5%. Let's say LIBOR was 3%. Let's say today LIBOR is 5%.
We could do
Does that
that.
mean his rate goes up to 7?
Yep, you could do that.
Follows LIBOR, assuming it didn't go up more than 2.25.
Then it's based on the index rate, LIBOR, plus the margin, the profit margin. So in that note, it said it was 2.25%.
Max pay was 15.26.
And
There you go.
Oh,
perfect.
LIBOR was whatever LIBOR was at the time. So
No.
LIBOR is 5% plus the profit margin, 2.25, you'll be at 7.25%.
Wasn't 2.25 the maximum it could go up per term?
It changed in a year, but it also had 2.25 as a.
That's this house, based on what they're.
A margin thing. They had both the same number. You'd have to look on the form to see what the margin is.
Here you go, it's fixed.
What was it?
I just reset it, I don't know.
That's what I tell people at work. I rebooted it. Take a look. Let's fix it.
Brian, do we have white?
That's the second. That's when each sign of.
I don't know what the code is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do, I just don't know it.
No, that's not right.
Text back.
So if I went into a mercantile office,
Yeah,
on Monday,
yeah.
asked them if they had tools I
You can just call them.
can come.
Yeah.
You just guys say that again, Eric? That was for first American title? Yeah, yeah. You can call and get a code. Ask them if they have tools to use to research properties.
After my first American.
Year, month,
Yeah, yeah.
and look at the price. So that app
So property address, 615?
gives me the
Or,
right,
is that what it was?
Yeah, 16.
so that it must be the same app that you use, and this is my, this is my.
So let's say the rent is,
So 1207.85.
it's a 4-bedroom bath.
But interest only is
Let's go crazy. Let's say it's $1,200 for a 4-bedroom.
So we had the 6.375 interest rate. But yeah,
Put in an amount. They always just make you put in an amount.
Yeah.
so if you put in the 3 quarter.
So average here in Marysville. See, this is all screwy. So you have to look at this right now. So
Nowhere in downtown Marion.
no, well, this is all Yuba City. So once you cross this river right here, you're in Yuba City. So these very easily are $1,600 a month. But there's no way that. So I'm gonna zoom in. And
What do you say about Mary?
so here we go. There's nothing in downtown Marysville to even be a comparable rent. You got one guy over here, and this dude is $1,250, 4 bedrooms on 16th Street. So there you go,
Yeah, that's my house.
1,200. So then I'm gonna go to 615 C Street, Marysville, California.
Do the Zillow.
I'm gonna do a Zillow one. That's right. Here we go. Pull this thing up in Zillow. This is crazy. Look at Zillow's estimate for this property, $221.
That's what I'm saying.
Rent is 1,300.
So that was fairly close.
But
Yeah.
the rent, the other parts are.
So okay, so Eric's like, that's what I'm saying, man. This is 221, easy all day long,
Yeah, I
man.
didn't say with the accent.
Yeah, just like that. So let's check this out. Let's go to home values, right? So let's look at Zestimate history. So they're saying, hey man, this is 221.
That's what the customers are not.
So here's
the owners.
here's the trend between Marysville and the zip code, and then this house itself.
Well, it's proven its value through
This house
So far away, close.
in 215 all of a sudden just peaks in 215.
the. Oh, that's this. Okay.
Yeah, this particular house. I'm thinking that this trend continues along like this, with my thing is going.
Yeah.
So here we go, all the way up to bam, 174, right where it should be. There's no reason for this. Whoop! All of a sudden, like, hey man, we got a dual air conditioner. Okay, man, we got a dual pack on this baby. We're going up. So
I mean, that's 95901 is pretty big. That's all of East Marysville. So, I mean, I could see how that neighborhood could go up. They're tracking maybe a closer.
if you have any questions about Zillow,
What about Trulia?
Trillia is actually owned by Zillow.
Are they, so it's pulling the same
We're
data?
They're
less
pulling
than
all
Zillow
together.
does.
Zestimates. Why did the CEO of Spencer Rascoff's home sell for 40% less than Zillow's estimate of 1.75 million? Oh, I don't know what happened here. Oh gosh, hey guys, I don't know. My house sold for $1 million, but Zillow says it's worth 1.75. I don't know. Yeah. So guys, don't put stock in Zillow's estimates. You get what you pay for.
You can claim it as your own, put it out as a rental, put the rent higher, and it'll shove the price right through the roof.
I use it all the time when he's right. I use it all the time when I'm selling property. Oh yeah, Zillow's. I use it to my benefit. But when I'm buying, I pull this article out. Hey, did you know that even the owner of Zillow's house sold for less than? So you got to know how to play who you're talking to.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, you can manipulate it.
So when I'm selling, oh, Zillow says 225. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Zillow's never wrong.
So you said claim it as a rental, bump the rent up, and then it'll bump the value.
So let's talk now.
Well, you just put data into a rental meter that isn't real data, and they're probably, they might use that. I don't know if they use that.
No, they don't. They take listings.
Yeah, if you're smart and all
Why do they ask you for that data? Why do they make you?
Okay, so going back through here, we see the guy bought it for $260. No wait.
Yeah?
Yeah. So he bought it for $260, and then we have a first mortgage at $174, and there's our second mortgage right there. 60%, $60,000, and that's the end.
What's
So
the
look,
date of it in the second mortgage?
Real close.
same day,
Oh,
same day. So he bought it 174 plus 60,
234.
234.
26.
Why would?
Not a lot of skin in the game.
So let's see here. So he bought it for 260.
10% down.
Minus, what was it? 234?
Yeah, 34.
Yeah. 26. He put $26,000 down on the property. Oh, is that what you said? Oh, yeah. Yeah, 10%.
I was surprised that I was right.
Very slow.
You're right more than that. I'll be surprised.
So
So-
your approach to this is get control of the property, become the owner, rent it out, defend the foreclosure. see what happens.
You know what? Yeah, in this case, it would be a foreclosure defense because this guy's all jacked up. That second's at $60,000. I'm looking at it right now.
And you said the first has got the NOD file. So the
The first
second
does, yeah.
isn't coming in to try and protect themselves.
Well, it's owned by the same bank, so they're just going to be duplicating their costs. They've probably already charged it off.
Oh, they're the same.
Yeah, they're both by Chase. So on this one, I think it's a fixed rate.
Now, this falls in the time period of MERS, right? 2005.
It would,
What is the time period of yours?
early 2000s. So let's go back.
Then what's that?
MERS is the mortgage electronic,
Registry system.
yeah.
You taught me, Ryan.
I'm impressed, man. What's that do?
You read his book.
Yeah.
Read his book.
This one is,
This one right here.
I bet you this one is a MERS, even though it's not saying it because there's a number right next to the deed of trust. in the top right-hand corner.
It's in this one.
And why would that matter as far as our research now?
If the property's in MERS, so a quick history lesson, guys, on MERS is when you buy a property, you go and you record it on public record, and that's how you let the world know that you own that property. If I had a claim against Pierre because he ran over my cat, I'm going to sue him. I'm going to go down and find out what assets he owns. Public record, well, here's Pierre. Pierre has a house. I'm going to take it because he killed my cat. Bit extreme.
Blind little
White
white
cat.
Yeah, like pus coming out of his eyes, that poor
Yeah.
thing.
The hungry
Oh
one.
gosh, man, that breaks my heart.
That's not hungry.
I feed it every day.
That was a great impersonation.
So, what MERS does is, so every time you record something, it costs money to record. Well, MERS is saying, hey, so this is property ownership. they're talking about who owns the debt. So it's the assignment of mortgage. So anytime the mortgage is getting assigned or is getting transferred out to a different company, they're supposed to go on the land records and record that document so you know who's the proper and rightful owner. Like, how do I know as a homeowner who I'm supposed to make a mortgage payment to unless it's recorded? Because anyone can just like send a letter to me in the mail like, oh, by the way, we're your new mortgage company. Well, how do I know that? I can go verify that. What MERS is saying like is, shoot, we're making transactions 100 times a day over here, you know, 1 million times a day, however many it is. And if we have to go and record this every single time, that's billions of dollars. Let's just put it in this electronic registry system over here, and we'll just move the numbers around as we need it, and no one knows about it unless you have access to it. So really, who owns the debt? No one knows. That's what MERS is.
That's because it's being traded on the secondary market.
Secondary market, it's being traded all over the place. And there's also something called securitization. A property has to be transferred from one bank to another 3 different times before it can become securitized. Once it's securitized, it goes into a trust, and it's now become a REMIC trust on Wall Street. So it's probably a little bit more information you need, but so in order for a security trade to happen, you can do whap, bam, bam, real fast, 3 securitization trades. Now it's a securitized deed, you put it in Wall Street, boom, it's done. When it's securitized, now you have a bunch of tax benefits and all these different things, loss and preventative stuff that Wall Street takes advantage of. But no one really knows who owns the deed at that point, or who owns the debt.
So you're saying before it goes to Wall Street, it has to go from Chase to Wells Fargo to
Something else.
So
Bank
this
Y,
is still in
and then-
operation?
Still in operation. Yep. Washington State is the only state that has criminalized MERS. Cannot do business. Washington State. So this one, because it was originated by Chase and is still held by Chase, begs the question, is Chase the servicer for the debt, or does Chase actually own the debt? Don't know without actually going to the land records and looking.
Because why? Why aren't we assuming that it's on MERS?
It can still be a MERS loan and not be securitized. It can still be in that data. But because it was originated by Chase and Chase is also the foreclosing bank, it begs the question that maybe it's not.
So
Yeah.
that MERS stuff means that if you go to the county, you're gonna get things that aren't up to date based on this?
All the
Does
time.
that mean this is fraudulent?
Totally is. That's the reason why we have land records. And
Where are the land records?
county recorder's office.
Well, you're just saying that could be not true.
What it is true, because they're doing BS saying, oh, we're recording this, but we're not really
So
recording.
county records trump MERS?
All day long.
Yeah.
That's the law. So, house that I owned, that one we talked about, 225 Green Hills, happened to me. Page 158. All of a sudden, I wrapped this house around a mortgage. Here you go.
What does that mean again, wrapping out?
I wrapped the mortgage and my equity into one solid payment
To your buyer.
to my buyer. My buyer flaked on me. Stopped making payments to me. I went to foreclose on him, but the bank beat me to the punch. They're already foreclosing. So I was like, crap. I'm second in line now because of the timeline. So here I am. I go down, I'm researching my land documents, find out what's going on in the records, and I'm seeing that I got, on page 151, there's an assignment of the deed of trust. And I'm like, what? The deed of trust was assigned? I had no idea of it. Check out the date. So it was recorded on June 2017, right?